Hi, it's Michelle from michellesInkItStampIt.blogspot.com. I'm an independent consultant for Close to My Heart, and my website is michellepryor.ctmh.com. So today I'm doing the second part video to the swing card that I promised you. It's been a while in coming, but here it is. So let's get started. So this is the swing card. This is a different one from what I did before in the moonlighting, but this is what the card starts out as. So and you go to the Artiste cartridge, and it's going to be accent 1, and it's the second one in here. So you get your keyboard. There it is over there, so we'll put it here in the middle for a minute, and then I just enlarge it until I get it close to the size. So I'll put that up there, and then we're going to use, this is the stamp set that I used on here. So this is from the Art Philosophy cartridge, and it tells you Art Philosophy, and you're going to cut it at 2 1/4 inches, and it tells you it's on page 62. So here's what it looks like in the manual. So this is the shape that we're looking for. It's on page 62, and it's in the Art Philosophy book. So you don't need to select anything when it's this one here. You don't select anything, just the shape. So you click on the shape, and that's going to put it into here. So we'll go into the Art Philosophy now. And here's the shape right here. It was that second one in. So we'll go back to the keyboard. It's going to make it the same size as that once you have anything on there. So you want to make sure it's purple. You'll see that it turns purple. And so you'll bring it down here, and you'll size it. So you click on the size, and then you enter in the size, 2.25 for 2 1/4. Okay. So there we have it, and you'll see it says 2.25. It gives you the length size too, so the height and the width. So next I'm going to make another one of those. So I'm just going to add another one of these to make the outer part. So we're going to enlarge that, and I do it about 4 taps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then just to make sure that it has a mat over it, I'll move it over, and you can see that it has enough clearance all the way around, so that'll make a nice size mat. So I'll jot down 3.84 in the height, in the width, and 2.72 in the height. Makes a nice mat over it. So now that I have all those, I'll keep all those measurements in mind, and I want to get this the size I need it. So whoops, when you move them all together, you got to make sure that it turns purple, so it'll just have the little square around it. So you'll tap on that and then move it over to the top. I have it darn near the right size. Oops. Still need to make this just a little bit bigger here. So I just keep tapping it over, and that's pretty close, so I think that's good. Now that I have the size for the card, I'm going to deselect everything else. So I'm going to make sure that just is purple and close that out. and make sure this is purple, and I'll cross that out. So that's going to be my layer 1. You could label your layers, so you just hold on the key, and then it says rename, so I would clear that out and put card layer, or just card. Okay, so now that's going to show up as your card. And then we're going to add a layer, so you touch the arrow or the plus sign, and that's going to put a second layer up. So you tap on the second layer, and that should be highlighted in blue. So now I'm going to capture that, and we know we want, I'm going to bring it down here so we're not in the same area. You won't be able to get a hold of that card now because you're on a different layer. So, but it'll still show it. So you have to kind of get a little sneaky with how you move stuff around now. So here I'll select on that, and I want it that size like we changed it before to be the 2.25. Okay, and this I don't need to be in any particular spot because we know the size now. So just to show it to you so you can see all the different layers, I'm going to add another one. So I'll leave those there, and we're going to go to layer 3. So on layer 3, let's see, let's rename layer 2 to the tag. Oops, clear. Okay. And then layer 3, we're going to rename as matte. So now we're on layer 3, it's highlighted, so we'll go back to our thing. I want the tag, and we'll put that up here so you can see it. And we know we want that size to be the 2.72. 2.72. So we'll move that over. And you can move it over with this or with your arrows, either way. And then I'll go in and add another one to that. So when I'm setting up my mat for the matte one, this is going to cut out this little piece here that's going to fit right in there, so you have a little mat all the way around on your card and around on the area. So when I do that, to be able to cut those out so that it fits, I will put, I only want one of those. There we go. Just got to make sure it's highlighted in purple. So I'm going to put that almost right where I would want it there. And then this one, I will put it so it's right on that line, so that the points are right across the end of the card. That way I know I'm going to be able, if I cut out 2 cards, I'll have a card here and a card here. I'll put another card here and then put another mat over the top, just like this. And that way I would be able to make 8 cards out of that one page. So here's what it's going to look like when you cut it out. Put this little piece back in. I've already cut that one piece out just so that you could see it, and we didn't have to waste time on the video doing that. Okay, so here's where this matte piece would cut out. This one, and this one. So since each one's going to get cut in half to make those match, you end up with 8. So I just take this, I'll take this whole paper off, and I'll cut, on my cutter, I'll cut straight across so it hits all the lines, cut straight across what cuts down the points, you know, right down the center of the points, and that way you end up with strips like this. And from that, I will do my measurements on my card, and I will cut that down so that I've cut that off of it. The little pieces that get left in the center will leave you with a strip like this so that you have it for the inside of the card, and I'll show you that in a minute. So when you do that, you'll be changing them around different ways. So this paper goes good that way. If you have a directional paper, you're only going to be able to use it one way, but this lets you go either way. So once I've cut it down, you know, like about 1/8 of an inch all the way around, and then my mat will have a little bit bigger size. So I would adhere that down there. And then on this part, I would have put this under here, or it's double-sided, so you could, on my other card I used the back side of the card, on the other swing card, the Moonlight one that I did. So this one I kind of turned into a birthday card. So this would have gone under there, but I glued that down already to show you. So of course I didn't get to put that underneath it. So that would be like that. And you could put your sentiment in here, you know, saying across there, so when they open it up, I would sponge all around this. But that's just basically how it's done. It's pretty easy. It's a lot harder to explain than it is to do. After you do it a couple times, it'll be pretty easy for you. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know below, or leave me a message on my blog, and I will get back to you. Thank you very much.